What is up, DS3 TV? We are back for another video. This one is actually it's gonna be three videos in one video actually, because I just seen that they made a new series called City Minute, and yeah, and this is gonna be, I guess, our first reaction to like shorts from what's it called? I mean, from OSP. So yeah, I just wanted to get into this and let's see this short, and yeah, let's get into it. And I don't know what they're doing, but spy cats are running around and playing. I don't know, but yeah. So let's get into it, and also subscribe to the channel when you get 1,000 subscribers by my birthday, and it's September 13th. And yeah, let's get into it, because let's find out what this new series is first, and we're gonna watch the next two shorts after it, you know, because then we'll know what we're in for with these. But yeah, let's do that and play.
History happens all the time and basically everywhere. We all know firsthand just how annoying that can be, but it's also a pain for the historians who have to keep track of all that nonsense. Luckily, the process gets way easier if we zoom in on cities. From the gleaming marble temples of ancient Greece and Rome to the smokestacks and spires of industrial London, cities offer vivid snapshots of history. They're seats of power, engines of commerce, and centers of culture. The way cities look and act reflects the people who live in them, and
yeah, because in every culture is different, in every different like big city, because like it's still like, even though we're in the same country, right? New York is different than like LA, or how, you know, like LA and Hollywood. Like it's still a different feel to those two cities. Like you know what I mean. And even like, I don't know, I guess I could say Chicago, Miami, Toronto, you know, in Canada, and Vancouver is probably a different feel in those two cities. I've only been to Toronto, but definitely, you know, it probably has to be a different feel in Vancouver than it is to Toronto. And like different stuff like that, you know?
what happens in a metropolis echoes out to the wider world. Look, I'm trying to say they're important, and I just think they're cool, alright? Which is why I'm making a series all about them. These little City Minute shorts will take a look at cities either at the apex of their power or during centuries of profound transformation, explaining what happened, why, and how it fits into the wider story. We'll touch on politics, econ, tech, art, architecture, and whatever else is relevant. So, to see how cities all around the world have shaped human history for millennia, let's do some shorts.
Okay, so that was the first video, yeah. So let's look into some shorts, and
the most frustrating part of it.
Let's look into some shorts, and this should be pretty fun here. And yeah. So this first one is going to be on Athens, and I think the next one's on Carthage. So yeah, this should be pretty fun. And
most frustrating part of Athenian history is that they are almost as great as they're constantly insisting they are. Athens lacks...
What? That's insane.
ancient prestige of cities like Sparta and Thebes, but their big break came when they single-handedly stopped the Persian invasion at the Battle of Marathon. And by the time they repelled the second invasion, the power had gone right to their heads. With the might of a navy nobody could dream of matching, they turned the Aegean Sea into their personal piggy bank. They tried to do the same thing to Sparta, but 30 years of war and getting their empire confiscated showed Athens the consequences of hubris. Thing is, lots of Greek cities had their day in the sun. What set Athens apart was their ideas about everything. The invention of democracy brought a culture of discussion and investigation into every aspect of Athenian life. Beyond the broadening of politics, literature, theater, philosophy, and art were all deeply invested in the workings of the state.
Honestly, yeah. Like in my theater class, we talked like a lot about, like, especially like at the start of our theater class, we talked a lot about you know, how the product of democracy actually brought theater, you know, forward more, because it was able to bring to life a lot more what, you know, of what they wanted to like storytell. Because before, you know, theater was already happening in Greece, because they had things like, you know, I believe that the first known theater was like the theater of Dionysus, because that's who they would usually have like a festival around that certain god in that certain cult, because it was the cult of Dionysus before all of the gods like came together for ancient Greece. And yeah, I remember learning about that.
State, and the resulting inflation of the Athenian ego is apparent in architectural megaworks like the Parthenon. Though Athens failed to conquer the Greek world by force, the victory lay in their culture, which in the long run would turn Athens into a byword for Greece.
Okay, I'm just
According to
trying to. Okay, but yeah, I didn't know that that's what happened though. So that's so, huh? So that's I didn't. I mean, yeah, I guess so. Like when you think of Athens, you do just think of Greece. You don't think of anything else. So yeah, that does make sense. But yeah, I didn't think about that. That is. Hmm.
According to the Romans, Carthage needed to be destroyed. But that conclusion was not foregone, and a couple centuries earlier it would have been downright impossible. The city of Carthage was founded in the 9th century BC.
I always wondered about Carthage because Carthage was um very. It was always a very interesting country to me because like a very interesting city. I mean, because like they were completely wiped out by the Romans, but like it's not a lot talked about them before they were wiped out. So it's not a lot of information I really ever get about them. So yeah, this is gonna be pretty interesting to hear about.
By Phoenician merchant colonists, but by the 500s the tables had turned and this North African outpost became basically the biggest merchant power in the Mediterranean, with a near monopoly in the Western Sea and plenty of territory. This was all made possible by an immense fleet of merchant and military ships housed in the city's massive 200-ship harbor. And careful organization extended to the rest of the city too, as Carthage followed a meticulous grid plan which even the Romans couldn't yet dream of matching. The Romans, of course, had other priorities. The 200s BC saw Carthage fall into a seemingly inevitable conflict with Rome, which, thanks to the tactical brilliance of their general Hannibal Barca, they almost won. Despite the city's utter flattening in 146 BC, Rome would later rebuild Carthage into one of the empire's most magnificent cities. Maybe Carthage needed to be destroyed, but it sure wouldn't stay that way.
Yeah, because they definitely just. Oh, so that's the end of the video. But yeah, I mean, I guess they rebuilt it to look better, but I mean, that's insane though. So they were like really rich for like a good amount of time. But yeah, it kind of ended, when Rome clashed with them. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But yeah, I think that's about it. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching these shorts with me, and uh yeah, comment videos that you want me to react to in the comment section down below. And talk to you guys in the next video, and peace.